Thank you, Holy Spirit, your younger brother, Spirit said. It's your younger brother. You are the generational curse breaker, and you're a hater. They wasn't chose. They won't ever be chose. And doing it right in your face, collaborating with these people in your neighborhood. Maybe your brother is 8 years younger than you, or vice versa.
Wow, that's close. You people are finished.
Nothing. Somebody in your family, somebody in you know, or ex from you, somebody from North Carolina hired these two fools to try to come for you. Maybe because they stole your daddy's inheritance on your property, or they stole your mama's inheritance, or auntie or grandmama, and squandered the estate.
Well, before my grandmother died years ago, her mother died, and I believe it was in Florida, and she got the house. And then she dies by mysteriously falling down steps. And then somehow, I would guess it would go to my mom, right? Because she would be the next in line, and I don't know how that works unless it was somebody on the paper or something. But come to find out years later, I ain't never get no money. My mom and everybody pretended they ain't get no money, so I was always wondering what the fuck happened to that money.
It just worked for you to just dissipate and go away instead of them have to pay back what the fuck they stole. Somebody in North Carolina, Henry.
When my other grandmother died years later and only remembered me, and then, she had a big house, and they sure did, her family, I thought that was the good side of the family. They sold that shit off and split up as fast as they could. I was like, yo, yous are rats. Yous are fucking just disgusting. Yous grew up in that house. That house got 2 centuries, 3 generations of you niggas. You gonna sell it? And then I wondered, well, I was never really a big part of my, father, and, I ain't my great-grandma life, but I was there as much as I could be. And then seeing that she only remembered my name because she had Alzheimer's, it was really strange that she didn't leave me anything.
Stop the madness.
Not even a fucking goodbye card.
Especially that you survived all the antics and tricks and people that they sent it at you. It's obvious they are collaborating with others to try to keep you stuck so you can't persevere.
Oh, yeah.
No money for a retainer, can't get a lawyer, can't move nowhere, trying to figure out how you're going to move every day, feeling grieved every day because somebody violating your fucking privacy while you sleep from the time you get up in the morning, every time you use the bathroom, when you eat, anything you do, even if you sneak around in a quiet house with slippers on, or no slippers and just tippy-toe.
Yeah, I be really wanting to know how the fuck you niggas always know I go to that bathroom, and as soon as I come out that bathroom, niggas is running right behind me. Every fucking time. If I feel like going to the bathroom, there's always somebody that runs in the bathroom before me. It's sort of like there's a camera in here somewhere or something, or niggas just listening all day long. I don't know how it works, but it doesn't matter. You niggas don't bother me.
You see how quiet it is.
My dick's bigger than most of you.
How the fuck they know I'm in the other room if I'm a fucking ninja? I'm just saying.
Little dick ass niggas.
Right? Always gotta calm my mind. I hear them quick dumps. I can't not hear it.
You know what I'm
Still
saying?
putting me on. This person is a gold digger. And they will do anything at any cost to try to take what's yours.
Bad.
This person.
Wonder who you
Because
are.
you healing. And you ran from a gold digger. You wouldn't give them what's yours, so they want to take it. So someone is constantly and actively in dark night of the soul mode, somebody in North Carolina that don't want to heal, that's a gold digger, that's stealing your beneficiaries because it's your aunt or your cousin.
Well, seeing that I just recently learned that my family does come from North Carolina, or I believe South Carolina, one of those, my mom seemed to have a real big interest in making sure I don't know any of my family, really. I always wondered why. Like, when you got your other brothers that are not a part of that side of the family going on vacation and family reunions to see your side of your family and you're not, it's kind of strange.
Feds is on their ass. The feds know that you're a red blood type. But what the fuck is it to them? What's that got to do with them stealing your inheritance? The feds is waiting for you to make that call again. Because maybe you didn't get the call when they called you. Too bad now.
I definitely ain't get no call. And I ain't gonna call. You niggas is watching. You know? I'm sure you're watching by now. All these videos, all these years, you know, after the, you know. So, do your fucking job.
Geechas Nigas has been exposed. This dark high priestess that's think because they in a occultic clique messing with your Eastern Star family or Mason family.
I know my mother was down with some type of bike club in Bayonne that was connected to the Elks Club, which that's connected to the Masons. And yeah, I'm sure my mom mixed in with a lot of different she knew a lot of people. My mom knew so many people. There's no way I can go anywhere with her and not know people. And then, you know, you guys, you make sure you use her everywhere, and you just gotta hold on to somebody and all these things. So, you know, I'm sure she's got in bed with you guys somehow, some way.
That's in the South, and maybe you're in the East or in the West. Or in the North. But up north.
Or maybe you just used her, you know? I'm sure a lot of the men like doing that.
Calm your mind. Shh, don't say nothing. Sit still. Time to reset and recharge.
Facts.
Meditate and breathe for 70 years. Your divine holy team got this. The balance of our Holy Spirit is on it. And it's going to be put in proper balance. The universe is going to infinitely change it back to the proper order. Because you are a red blood type and you have a divine bloodline, a divine spiritual team. That's it.
Now, for a long time, you know, since I started this on here, I didn't say that, I didn't think that. And then you people kept coming for me and proving that the Lord really will do the things out of the Bible for me that only pertain to his special children. So thanks for letting me know that I'm definitely one of them. Because I didn't know. And not knowing made me like afraid in certain ways. The moment I figured it out by yous coming, that's when the balls went to Super Saiyan level. And that's why I made that picture with Vegeta, and it says GMB is a royal bloodline. You know? Like the Super Saiyans that live amongst the humans. They look human, but they're not the same. You know? Their hair stays always up, like an afro.
The galactic thing, right? That's different, right? You're an alien.
And they get called monkeys.
Interdimensional. Okay? So she is still...
And they was enslaved, and then they had to go be forced to be in the army and fight for their ruler, and then get betrayed anyway. Yeah, it sounds like our story. It really does. You wish you can get it down to 3 or 4 of us or 2 of us, but nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Solemnly contemplating because she's a coward. She got childhood wounds, and they would never come to you in your face. But they want all of what the Most High gave you because you seem like an alien to them.
Oh, God.
They don't... Confirmation. So they want to harm you.
Oh, God,
they want
here
to
we
watch you. As you calm your soul. They want your blood. Your blood type is none of her business.
Yeah. And if you know my blood type, then you didn't get my consent to get it, which you could be sued. But, you know, who cares? Play with this shit anyway. The Most High will do something to it, and then you'll poison yourself. So go ahead. Think yous really understand everything. Think that yous can do anything. And when yous inject yourself, thinking yous can take our blood, and the Lord changes it, and then you make a disease that kills only your people, you'll learn the hard way.
But they're breaking HIPAA laws to see what your blood type is. If they don't talk to you, how the hell they know what your blood type is? You gotta watch out for these fools while you calm your soul. Don't sleep on none of these demons.
I definitely don't.
Calm your mind so you can hear them. Because they are bad guys. Son or son-in-law. Somebody named Dave.
What's up, Dave?
What about Dave?
What about Dave?
Dave got to call an ACS or somebody call an ACS on...
Your name just keeps coming up all week, Davy boy. I don't know what you're doing. But all I do know is your name keeps popping up, and then you subscribe, then you unsubscribe, and then I think I blocked you, and then you got back on. I don't know. I don't even care. My reading said let you niggas watch anyway. It's gonna be fun, you know? Because I know if I was on the other side and I was listening to somebody say what's gonna happen before it happens and it happens, you know, I think that scared the shit out of me. So, you have fun with that.
They work for ACS. They are 100% this day. It's not you. Somebody you're thinking about is 100% unstable now, and Eva wouldn't let them quit. Caused them to flip their damn leg. Somebody named Harold. This madman or mad woman alert.
Harold? I heard that name when I was younger. I heard that name a couple of times.
Take this term loosely. Don't allow. Loosely don't only mean angry. Yeah, mad don't mean it. Only angry, they angry and crazy. Someone is batshit crazy.
Yes.
It's Harold. And it's Dave. These people that's been falsifying your documents so they can steal your inheritance. Thought you was just gonna get off the topic because they try to distract you any means necessary. Mad because you won't shut the front door your mouth. So they flipping their lid because you won't be quiet. And that just exposes who's been stealing your money. Why are you without? What is the holdup? What's the problem? Why as soon as you got the way out so you can focus in private and they can't hear your next step, they want to start sending you problems about unreported income from 2024 when you reported the income 4 times even to the district manager. So they got rid of the district manager of the housing complex so that they could use their own minions to be ops in there to mess you up.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure that part isn't always because I don't live in a big building or nothing, but I know every single fake ass super, these niggas, they're all criminals. They're all fucking nobody. It's pathetic how it's pathetic. I'm sure each one of them held and stole my mail. I'm sure this fat fuck downstairs, he had access to the mail for fucking God knows. He's handing out people's mail. So I can only imagine him being stupid enough to take my mail and then fucking use my name. And then now he's gonna find out that's another charge.
To keep working for your family, to keep getting them pinnacles. Who forging your signature? And then stunting on them. And then try to act like you broke. Like I said, thank you, Holy Spirit, your younger brother, Spirit said.
You know what's really crazy? I don't know if this is any true, and I do these videos because this case is definitely 100% happening to someone, and hopefully if it's not me, it's one of my wolves and ninjas. And I'm just gonna be the catalyst because we went through the same thing, except, you know, my family's just broken shit and they're just trying to set a nigga up or whatever the case may be. I'm probably not dealing maybe the family part. It's just these scallywag ass niggas that are here. Cause you know, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's the people that you know you're dealing with the most. Cause you know, the thing is, you people already fucked up a long time ago because when back in I think 2022 or whatever, when they were standing up those stimulus checks, the person you're holding their inheritance money or house money or whatever is she. The government thinks they don't need money because they have money, and I'm sure yous understand that. But since yous aren't giving this person anything, when the stimulus checks came out, they filed for it. And when they filed for it, the government looked at them like, what the fuck are you filing for money and you have all this money? And then they just watched. It was like, oh, I guess we got a thief. We're gonna lock this fucking idiot up soon. And then they watch you and they're like, wait up. How this nigga got money but he live in a room? Why the fuck? You got money but you look broke. You're stealing stimulus checks but you work at a job? What the fuck? You's fucked up all the ways back then. You know, you's fucked up. And see, my life has been consistent with completely moving and moving and moving and moving. I barely get to fill out my taxes. You know? So being off the grid most of my life would be easy for my family members to do these things. They could say I'm dead. No one would even know. You know?
It's your younger brother. You are the generational curse breaker, and they're a hater. They wasn't chose. They won't ever be chose. And doing it right in your face, collaborating with these people in your neighborhood.
Bro, if you really betray me, which, you always betrayed me, so it wouldn't really mean anything new. And, I had to cut your ass off because you're you're a betrayer. Run your fucking mouth and then ask me for money type shit. With money in your pocket type. You're one of those types. I feel bad for you because I always loved you. I always wanted a little brother. I always wanted to be there for you and do all the things my brothers didn't do for me. And I tried. I gave you knowledge. I gave you money. I tried to be there. I fucking gave you education. When your own mother didn't want to watch it because she wanted to go out and fucking chill, I was watching you. I was changing your pampers. I know how to take care of a fucking child because of you. You stupid asshole. I want to be a father because I got to raise your little stupid ass up. Thanks for taking away my teenage years. My early, fucking 10 to fucking whatever the fuck. So I had to break free and say, I'm not watching this fucking kid. Fucking teenager. I got shit to do. I gave up years for you, nigga. I gave up money for you, nigga. I gave up the streets for you, nigga. Why the fuck do you think I went so hard and got my own place? Did them niggas invite you to their crib? When they went and got their own shit? Well, they didn't really have their own shit. They was living on business. But, you know what I mean? We all somebody, so it don't really matter, right? But who invite dog? I used to invite you to my house, cook dinner for you. Brought your fucking buddies. I'm giving you care packs. You're looking like you're stunting finally. You're not just a fucking younger brother. Your friends have grown up and said, thank you for being you. You saved my life. Do you know that? Jose, your fucking best friend that won't fuck with you, he said I saved his life from talking to him all the time. You know how many of your little buddies, little Timmy, you know how many of your buddies, they listened, they understood, have fun, float it up for a while, you're young, you know what I mean, you're dumb. But understand that what you're doing is going to come back and eventually fucking stop. You're not built like that. You're not built for this. That's why I didn't want to get involved with all that bullshit, the streets. Nigga, we ain't built for that shit. We got too much brains, too much potential. And you threw it all away.
Your brother is 8 years younger than you, or vice versa. But universal law is balancing out what was lost. Somebody from Long Beach, maybe they working with your ex-husband or your ex-wife. Somebody in Colorado, collaborating with others, moving the money around so the fund can retire and the time can expire. Stealing from their daughter potentially. There goes Richie or Ricky, somebody's daughter. Using their daughter as a pawn potentially, or their daughter as cahoot. Some of the others that they're
pathetic.
Working with. And one way or the other, they are going to have to return it one day or the next. I mean, one way or the next. That means something, didn't it? You cannot trust your sister's husband.
I don't trust anybody in the world. You're all charlatans. Doesn't matter if you're good or not. You all have a fucking price. I haven't met anyone yet. If it isn't money, it's a pussy hole. If If it's in a pussy hole, it's fake glory and fame, and we'll fucking clap for you. Everyone, there's days where I contemplate to my Father, why did you make us? Why did you make man? Like, I remember when I first read it in the Bible, and I felt like shit, and I was like, wait up, Daddy doesn't want us? he actually wants to destroy us off the fucking timeline? Permanently. And I said, but this guy is good, you know? It's me. I'm not doing nothing too bad. I'm still young. What the fuck did I do? I ain't fucking do nothing, you know? And then all the things I seen in the world, they were beautiful. Until I met, you know, until I decided to go meet people. And see those same things get turned to shit. And I contemplate a lot. Because I used to be with us, all of you, anyone, good, bad, evil, doesn't matter, and saying, yes, we deserve to live, because we're men, because whatever. And just lately, I just be like, yo, bro, what the fuck is the point of this? Everyone's a betrayer, coward, worked under to the ground, beaten down, didn't even have a chance. It's not even like like when people hear these insults, they get mad like I'm not talking about myself. Like I didn't grow up in the same world and get fucking cheated and lied to. Like I look at you people and really look at you and say, what the fuck are we doing here? What is it? Sound my fucking horns. My daddy's in the building. What the fuck are we doing?
The Most High will redeem you tenfold. Somebody named Sean. You can't trust your sister's husband because they tried to silence and destiny swap you out. To take your inheritance, living in your house, acting like they're you. Working with your sister or your brother, with your stepfather, with his hating behind family members. Seeing how they could get you stuck somewhere. So you can't even have enough energy to fight for yourself, but don't even understand how you persevering, and now you got helpers. Overtly and covertly, secret helpers, because just like the demons is hopping around, so is the Holy Spirit hopping and popping around them. So
you see, I try to tell you people, your boss got a boss, they got a boss, and I work for the boss, so that makes me your boss. And my paychecks is your life. And that sounds like a big thing, like it's like I'm somebody, but it's really not. It's not like I'm the Lord and say, I will put you down right now. No. Everyone, I've never met a bad person. You know? Well, nah, I ain't gonna say that. Through my journeys, I've met plenty of bad people, or even very wicked, that still want to change. And didn't know they could be forgiven. Because they don't know, they don't change. Because they don't know my Father exists, they don't change. And that's why my Father made me, and many others like me, to come talk to them and give them a chance. And other bad motherfuckers, I get it. Y'all don't like that. I get it. But your boss got a boss, they got a boss. Now, the check thing that I give out, I don't give it out by doing anything. I give it out by living and giving the law, and then people betray me. And then you come. And then you get your check. That's it. And then you all sit there like idiots and say, if it wasn't for him and them Snoopy kids, like Scooby-Doo and shit. And it's like, no, if you didn't come for me, if you knew things,
Like, what do they say? If you knew better, you would do better. Even for bad people, it means if I knew I couldn't fuck with that guy, I wouldn't have fucked with that guy. You know? That's all it is. You just know about that because, especially in the bad world, every bad guy and even the good people know there's that one person that's in town and everybody knows, don't fuck with that guy. He's calm, quiet. He doesn't even look like he's anybody probably. But you don't want to find out who that is the hard way. You know? There's a lot of people like that in the world. And you're good or bad. Doesn't matter what side you're on. There's just certain people you just, it's called a respect thing or something. Or it's a God thing or a man thing. I don't know what it is, but the Lord has it too. And a lot of people don't respect that no more. At all.
Call ACS with this Dave, this son-in-law, for something going on with the children. The children ain't safe with all these granddads, aunts teaching the nephews how to be pedophiles. Confirmation. Are there any beneficiaries surviving that you need to know about too? Because they signed you out the will potentially.
Wow.
But they taking that. They saying, well, you'll never find out if she's such a damn or he's such a damn alien or psychic. Let them figure it out. Oh shit, how you know that? How you know that they collaborating with others, even people that potentially is in North Carolina, that knew from the start all of this was going on, the family that they working together, knowing that it's too late, too bad now, trying to act, this Henry or Hank person trying to act like they're healing. But really they like the beast. Okay? After we going through a dark night of the soul, try to act like they consistently healing. Too bad right now, this younger brother of yours has been revealed. You generational curse breaker, you.
Now, it doesn't necessarily have to actually be my younger brother. He could be off sound horns. Could be off doing your own thing. It could be people I know. Like, these readings are very, very tricky. But the one thing I do know is whoever did something made mistakes. That's it.
Stealing from you is likened to stealing blood money, right? They're both your ancestors. And the ancestors don't like them because they do heinous things. Universal laws bring balance. And from
Now go look up Egypt and go look up the Curse of Ramses or whatever. Sound no once. Go look up what happened to the archaeologists that went in there and first started taking shit. And they got told there's a curse on the shit in there. Don't take anything out of there. And they took it out and they're gone. They all one by one went bye-bye. That's because the ancestors know how to put curses on things that belong to them, so it only goes to them. You ever see like fucking Indiana Jones and shit? You gotta put the fucking stone back or the world will end. Things like that, It's called fail-safe, for the future. For the children, because we already know everything because the big G, and he told us they're going to fall one day. So we got to make sure these guys can get something, because why would these guys leave them anything? They hate them. They hate themselves.
Yonder Veil, you the curse breaker being protected. They all collaborating together. You can't trust your brother's wife, potentially your younger brother's wife. How you going to trust her? She bad following him, right? She's a mole. Two-Face, trying to leak you for information so they can see how to stop you and go put graveyard spells on you and graveyard dirt magic, put you in jars and in freezers so your finances get frozen. Doing witchcraft that they think officials will never find out about, that they're the only ones that's going to understand how energy manipulation works. Call it dark, call it light, what you want.
Yeah, that's what I call it. See, a lot of people like to call it a spooky dookie. And then, scientists call it science. I call it reality. There are things people can do every day, people, you are an energy source. If you walk around pretending you're happy and you're not, you're manipulating your energy to be brighter than what it is because you know it's going to get you a result. You get it? So everybody start waking up to realizing that you're magicians and you're going to be judged. The more magic you know, the stronger the shit you do. See, all of this shit goes back to you know, what did I forgot where I heard this. Mortals were never supposed to know everything, and it's because of ignorance. If you give a dummy an atomic bomb, well, you know, things happen. You get it? This is why back in the day, knowledge was kept away from the masses. People thought it was like always, oh, you're suppressing us. You're idiots. You're gonna take this knowledge and you're gonna abuse yourselves. And then the big dogs gotta come and get you the fuck up out of there because you're ripping the fabric of reality and shit. You're doing things you don't even have any concept about. You're disturbing things in a world you don't even see. And then big dogs above them gotta, you know, your boss got a boss, boss.
Using it to manipulate it to destroy somebody else's life. It's dark energy. It's magic. Dark magic manipulation. The will of others trying to disdain and not disdain, but disparage, to dissipate the will of somebody else's while they bogart bully themselves in by doing these rituals in the moon, right? In the 888 portals, doing this graveyard dirt magic. He and she know more than they letting on. The sisters, okay? This Capricorn sister potentially live up north with you, working together with your younger brother. They're about the same age, but they wouldn't know each other unless it was you, right in your face. A half sister or a half brother working together against you with your family. What used to be family, Josh. They hate that you was chosen, right? Confirmation, hated.
You know what the sad thing is? It's literally the saddest thing in the world.
It's like being, I hope I get this out, Joseph. It's like being him. If that's the right story, where his brothers, you know, hated that the Lord gave him the dream that he didn't even understand. The younger brothers, you know, and they understood it. Everyone in the family knew what that dream meant. He was gonna be the king. He's gonna rule over all, yeah. And they didn't like that. And they sold him off into slavery like idiots, thinking they would get the blessing anyway. You gave the blessing away. The riches and all the things you just wanted, it only can come with him. You know? And he ends up getting it anyway. And he ends up helping them. You know, because a great famine came. And, you know, the Lord does things. But the saddest part of all of it, the moral of that story was, he always loved his family. Taking care of them and doing things, and, you know. What kind of a king did they think he would be over them? A fucking asshole? So, it's really sad. Oh yeah, I forgot that's why the Lord chooses certain people. Because of your heart. And what you would do if you went from nobody to somebody. Would you take it and only give a shit about yourself? And just in case if you would, the Lord put you through his little journey. And that'll teach you why you shouldn't do that.
slamming doors like brats. Because Spirit didn't choose them because they're thirsty and greedy. Josh doing domestic violence. Who he hurting? Who he hitting? Creep. Somebody accreting. They are demoted. Throwing spell work at the kids too. So you gotta watch the kids around Dave. Seeing you dead would please them. Due to them being on demon time. And messing with them damn confirmation. Messing with them damn voodoo dolls. And then they going crazy. Had the spouse set up to be killed. Excuse me, not like you'll say skirt or wear a kilt. And then collected money for the organs and the parts. Thought they was going to get away with the unaliving, the red rum of somebody in their family and try to dissipate and hide the pieces. Dismantlement. Karma's a bitch. Holy Spirit bringing it through. That's why seeing you dead.
Was you gonna put me in Yaya's room with the buzzsaw in there? Pretend you're fixing up the place? Nah.
Nah, little nigga. Or what, down in the basement? It's a little creepy down there,
Well, please them because they don't do the same thing to you that they did to their spouse.
Oh, goddamn.
This person ain't new. This Joshua, this creeping Capricorn energy ain't new to domestic violence. What happened to their first person? Or the other people? God, Goddess is your source, right? It's time to go, love. Somebody scheming on your situation. Your mother is an earth angel coming through right now. She loves you very much. Putting you on to what your spouse would never tell you about what they doing to get that money. And that's why they signing them policies on you. Because either way, it's in the susu. They going to get that dough. But once you go, they going to get some more. Child, please. Can't say the same for her. Click and the people who are around her. Insurance for it happened here. Your sister loves you and will not betray you. So you got sisters that's against you, and you got that's working with the bad clique, and then you got sisters that don't really know about it that love you. Don't.
It's enough for you guys. All love, all praise to the Most High. We're only 11 minutes into this, but we're 37 minutes on my video, so, I gotta do a little watching, then do a little thinking, cause I really think this is for somebody else. I've been, hearing this story a lot, and it's blending into certain things that are, occurring in my life, and like I always say, and like they say, these are, open readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. For me, get a little bit here and there. But what I do know is I keep saying it over and over. You people are better off going in with the law. 'Cause the Lord is going to have his way with you. And everyone thinks that doesn't mean nothing until you realize you're really old and he gives you like a fucking 100-year curse, and that means you can't survive all of it because you automatically gotta go eventually. And then the Lord doesn't, it's just like, it's like did you know when you die, if you die in debt, your children inherit your debt? You know that, right? I heard that somewhere along the lines. And I said, that's fucked up. Or maybe it was your spouse. But I could have swore it was if you die, your children inherit your debt. But, oh yeah, I think it was just recently, this lady told me that. Her husband died and she inherited his debt. And that's the way my Lord does it. If you have people that are alive, they gotta take the debt. And I'm sure a lot of you have kids and kids that have kids. So, I suggest you get my father off your ass as fast as possible. Do a couple of good things before you give yourself up. Go love your family. All those good things, kissings, and throw a party or something. Goodbye party. some of you just, I don't even know anymore. With these things that are coming out, and these family betrayals, and so many other people that have already been through these things. It's pathetic. The love of money is just pathetic.